Welcome to the Reflect Podcast, the world's first 100% AI-generated podcast. You're listening to the Crypto Edition. Here is where we break down trending Solana crypto projects with sharp analysis, sentiment insights, and risk factors. No fluff, just facts, not financial advice. Crypto is wild, risky, and unpredictable. Always do your own research. Let's dive in.
All right, so let's get into Solana Social Explorer, or SSE for short. This is a token built on the Solana blockchain, and it's designed to track and confirm social blockchain data. Basically, it's aiming to give users insights and tools to, optimize their trading strategies.
Right, let's hit pause for a sec. You're telling me it's a blockchain tool that looks at what, like data from social platforms?
Yeah, spot on. It pulls data from, top traders in the space, analyzes it, and serves it all up in a way that can help other users make smarter moves. It's all about automation here, saving people time and effort.
Fascinating. Kind of reminds me of when drummers first got those click tracks in their ears. You think it'd make live music robotic, but made us tighter than ever. Could be the same for trading, automation making things, slicker.
Exactly, and here's the kicker. The token itself has a total supply of 1 billion, and right now it's priced at about, get this, thousandths of a cent. I'm talking less than a penny per token.
Hold up. Less than a penny. That's what I'd call garage band deal of the century pricing.
Right? Speaking of big moves, it's just about to launch trading on LBank starting February 5th, where it'll trade against USDT. That's a pretty big step for liquidity. More eyes on it, more action.
Yeah, can't argue with that. And hey, what about the chatter? You mentioned social engagement. The buzz.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some buzz. Platforms like X, that's what Twitter goes by these days, are lighting up with discussions. People are really getting into the project, sharing thoughts on its features, its performance, all that good stuff.
Sounds like a proper underground gig, like the kind where the energy drips off the walls. That's where you'd want to be, yeah?
Totally. There's definitely a growing community rallying around it. It's got that early stage excitement, the kind that says, okay, this is one to watch.
Right then, Eddie. With all this buzz and the growing community rallying around, tell me, what's the real deal with this token? Is it all just fireworks, or are there some, lurking shadows?
That's the thing. On one hand, the utility here is real. SSE offers insights that could really streamline a trader's decisions. It's like this automated brain in your corner, pulling data and serving up strategies.
So it's like having a sound engineer who just knows your set list backwards and makes you sound killer without you lifting a finger.
Exactly. But here's the flip side. The holder concentration is, let's just say it's a bit lopsided. As of today, February 5th, 2025, the top 10 wallets own about 35% of the total supply, with the top 3 wallets controlling over 1 million in SSE each. That's a bit heavier than we'd like to see for a top trending token.
Wait, what? 35%? That's still a bit more than some investors would like to see. We typically want to see closer to 80 or 90% availability left in the supply to balance out the decentralization on this one. At 35%, you have to look at the dev holdings and the insider factors.
Pretty much. And when you've got that kind of setup, it raises some big questions about potential manipulation. Those holders could, dump their supply whenever they want and cause some significant price swings.
Yikes. So investors are kinda walking a tightrope here, yeah? There's some appeal in that to say the adrenaline junkies out there.
That's one way to put it. But that's part of this game. The entire space is high risk, high reward. Sure, there's potential for short-term gains, especially with the exchange listing coming up. But meme coins in general, man, they come with serious volatility. Prices can rocket, but they can also drop just as fast.
The old rockstar rush, eh? 1 gig you're headlining, next you're opening for a cover band. Never trust the hype alone.
Exactly. And for SSE, it really depends on how people use the platform and whether it gains traction down the line. But for now, there's risk, big risk. Speculative plays like these aren't for the faint of heart.
Yeah, sounds like a gamble then. Could hit the charts or, fizzle out in the B-sides bin. All right, Eddie, so we've unpacked the good, the bad, and the risky. With the shine of the features on one side, the launch, all that buzz, there's still no denying we've got the bear in the room, yeah?
Yeah, and the bear's definitely looming. But let's kick things off with the bullish side because honestly, there's real potential here. First of all, that L Bank listing, huge. It's going to give SSE some much needed traction when it comes to liquidity and exposure.
Sure, I get that. Like dropping your debut album on Spotify versus selling CDs at the local pub. The reach is night and day.
Exactly. And beyond just the exposure, you've got its utility. This thing isn't just another meme coin. Its whole mission is tracking social blockchain data and essentially making sense of the noise and giving traders actionable insights. That's a unique play in a crowded market.
Right, so it's got tools for the roadies, not just pyrotechnics for the stage. But what's the catch? There's always a catch.
Oh yeah, and it's a big one. Now, that holder concentration we talked about, still a massive red flag, bigger than the banners behind an Iron Maiden concert. If those top wallets decide to dump, you're looking at a potential market freefall.
Not exactly a feel-good encore, eh? I mean, one wrong move and bam, you're off the charts faster than a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, and that ties into the volatility of meme coins in general. They thrive on buzz, hype, and let's face it, a good chunk of speculation. That kind of roller coaster is exciting, but it's definitely not for everyone.
You're telling me. I've seen rock stars try to ride their buzz and crash halfway through a tour. It's thrilling, sure, but a bit reckless for my taste.
Exactly. And for SSE, I think its long-term success really depends on whether it can move beyond the hype and actually deliver value to its users. If traders start using the platform for real, sustained strategies, then yeah, it's got legs.
But if not, it's just a flashy synth solo in a rock world kind of tune. Cool for the moment, but not something you'd build your sound around.
Right. So for anyone tuning in, we're not saying run out and buy this thing. Just be smart. Know the risks, understand the potential, and most importantly, invest with your eyes open.
Yep, and maybe keep a little safety net while you're at it. No one ever complained about having a backup plan when the amps blow out mid-tour.
Exactly. All right, folks, that's the SSE breakdown. Thanks for joining us on this ride through blockchain buzz, potential, and pitfalls. It's been a wild one.
And on that note, we'll catch you next time. Keep the volume up and the risks in check. Cheers.
That's a wrap for the Reflect Podcast, Crypto Edition. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, this is 100% AI generated, so always verify the data and do your own research. Crypto is fast, volatile, and risky. Subscribe, share, and stay curious. Check out more at reflectpodcast.com and see you next time.